I'm in the room with 500 of the strongest people on earth, and they're gonna help me decide how strong you should be. Now, we're getting set up for the contest here, and they're right back there getting ready. We're gonna go speak to them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to all of these people, men, women, different sizes, different ages, and ask them about 5 different movements. Squat, deadlift, overhead press, bench press, and leg press. And they're just gonna give a number. How much do they think the average person should be able to do? I'm gonna average those out after I ask all 500 people these questions, and then I'm gonna put that against what some of the most iconic strength athletes in the world think the number should actually be.
I'd say 275 to 300.
Love that. Mm-hmm. You want man.
I want man. Absolutely. Because if my lanky tail could do it, they should be able to do it.
With a barbell. 2 times their body weight.
2 times body weight.
No. I would say at least their body weight.
Cool. Average man weighs 200 pounds. You'd be happy to say 200?
I would say 200, yeah. At least your body weight for general population for a useful level of strength.
Probably about like 225 at the most, but probably closer to 185.
185?
I would say 80 kilos.
150 pounds.
The average woman, 60, 70 kilos.
Cool. Call it 65?
65 will do, yeah.
65, 70 is not too bad.
Kilos.
Yeah, kilo, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
30 kilos. Cool. Like a non-gym going person.
Average person.
30 kilos. 135.
Cool. Love it.
I'm a full-time PT, so I work with strength athletes and with regular gen pop. And I always try to, the first step is to get to their own body weight if they are an average-sized man. So not if they are 300 plus pounds. So the first step is always bench your own body weight.
So you think somewhere around 90 kilos would be a good mark?
Absolutely.
Average man, at least body weight. Their own body weight. Do you want to answer in numbers?
Well, let's say the average man weighs about 200 pounds. Would you be happy with that?
200 pounds, yes. Yes.
I feel like if a man can bench 2 plates, it's actually pretty strong for your average guy.
Say a minimum of 225 to 250.
75% of her body weight.
So average woman, let's say average woman weighs about 65 kilos. Would you be happy saying 45 kilos?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Cool.
Yeah.
As a point of correction, we have searched up the weight of the average woman, which I am grossly misinformed. The average woman weighs 78 kilos or 172 pounds. So please omit my negligence and ignorance.
At least her body weight.
So average woman weighs, I just found out, 172 pounds. So would you say that's a fair number?
Yes, she'd have to work for it, but she should be able to do it.
I would say about 315.
315?
Kidding. I'm just kidding. I would say about 100 pounds for the average woman.
185.
Bench press. I'd say 70 kilos. So that's about 150 pounds. Yeah.
2 semi-torn pecs. I'd probably say, I think 100 kilos is a good standard. But I think average man. Yeah, 100, 120, I think, an average man.
100 kilo, 2-plate bench. 2-plate, I agree with that.
I think average number for average person, 100 is 2 plates, I think.
Do you think if someone broke into your house and you couldn't bench 2 plates, you'd feel a bit more nervous than if you could?
100%, unless I knew some form of martial art.
At least 405 minimum.
250.
Cool.
150 kilos.
At least their body weight.
Average woman weighs, let's say, around 130 pounds. You think 130?
Yes, at least that. At least what your body weight is. I think that is a reasonable estimate for a woman.
Love it. Average woman should be able to squat triple body weight.
Una mujer en promedio, no tú.
Una mujer en promedio, yo creo que pues su peso y medio.
1.5.
1.5 times body weight. Average woman weighs, let's say, 130 pounds. 1.5 would be 195. 195 pounds. Sounds about right.
120
kilos.
kilos.
264.
Yeah.
260.
I think so. I think that's achievable for anyone that can go to the gym and is consistent. Yeah, I think that's achievable.
Do you think a woman who could squat 120 kilos would feel more capable and confident than those who could not?
Oh, definitely. Knowing that you've been successful in that and in the gym and consistent with the training to get there, builds confidence outside of the gym.
295, 300.
300, that's a big squat.
Yeah.
Average? 300. A real man? 485? At least 405.
All right, how much weight do you think the average man should be able to squat?
For a stronger man, should be double body weight.
So the average man weighs about 200 pounds, so you would say about 400?
Yeah, sure.
I think 200 kilograms.
Say again?
200 kilograms.
200 kilos?
Yes.
440.
For normal.
Love it.
Average man. 405.
Average?
Yeah.
Like average dad?
Yes.
405.
100 kilos is like, or 100 or 120 kilos should be like around the mark.
100 to 120?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Surely most people could do that.
Yeah. I think, and it depends on the build as well, because if you are like big and if you are big, huge, tall, you are gonna do this more just by the nature than someone smaller and lighter. So it really depends on the build. But I think 100 kilos should be like,
If you can't deadlift 100 kilos as a man, you should definitely work on that.
160?
Kilo?
Yeah, kg. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
350-ish.
Two times their body weight. Just minimum 2 times.
2 times body weight. Let's say average woman weighs, let's say 65 kilos. So let's say 130 kilos sound about right?
Yes. I don't really know kilos.
Okay, 130 kilos is 285-ish pounds. 285?
Yes.
285.
I reckon at least like 150 kilos should be a good number for a lot of women.
Cool, 330 pounds, 150 kilos.
Yeah. I think that's a good number, like to start, starting to get up to like a good strength level. I think that's a good number. Yeah.
Awesome.
They should definitely be able to do their body weight.
Body weight?
At least, yeah.
Average woman weighs about 130, 140 pounds. We'll say 140?
Sure. I don't know what pounds are. Like 80 kilos Australian, so like 160 maybe?
160? We'll call it 160.
Yeah, 160? Yeah.
Thank you.
Average man should be able to do about 500 pounds.
500.
Reach 200 kilos.
Think about saying 200. 200 kilos. Cool. Simple.
Leg press. I'd say depending on the weight category, minimum, I'd say at least 300 if you want to be in strongman, just because we do need leg drive and pretty much everything else. So I'm going to say basically like 300 pounds.
300 pounds. Yeah. Love it.
100 kilos, right? I done 500 kilos very quickly. Depends on the leg press though.
We'll just, it's hard to say, but let's say it's like a 45-degree normal commercial gym leg press. At 500 kilos?
I think 500 kilos like, yeah, like.
I think that's reasonable. Yeah. That's like a high school kid's goal. That's like your first goal in high school is to leg press 1,000.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, but that's what it probably is.
Yeah. 80, I'm kilos. 80, 90, isn't it? 90.
90 kilos?
Yeah, from now.
Love it.
At least 250 in kilos.
250 kilo, I like it.
Okay, so should 120, 130, but yeah, I guess I automatically, because of my peers, I forget that we're the minority. So, but absolutely, I think that most women should be aiming to do that.
120 kilos. Love it. Good answer.
That's interesting. So I can leg press like 250 kg. 150?
150?
Average, just a normal gym goer? 150.
Love it.
600?
Love it.
Doesn't matter. Leg press. What matters is how much you can squat and how well you can move.
Okay.
I would say how close is your single leg press to your twin leg press, and then that's an indicator of your knee stability, which then carries over to strongman.
Okay. 600 pounds.
600, 700 pounds, I feel like is a very obtainable goal for the average man.
Amazing. We'll call it 650.
I think 300 kilos, 700. Yeah, I think that's a good way.
Average, 200.
200 kilo?
Is that a bit much? Because I like that. 150.
You're saying 200 kilo?
Yeah.
440 pounds. Okay, so we've asked all the competitors here what they think men and women should be able to do. Men answer for men, women answer for women in these 5 lifts, and I want you to say that number sounds right, it sounds too high, it sounds too low, and you'll have a chance to give your own number as well. All right. Leg press for men, 300 kilos.
Higher.
How much higher?
About 50 kilos higher.
Okay, this is what the average man should be able to do. You say 350.
Yeah,
okay.
On a leg press, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get into it. They said the average man should be able to leg press 650.
Do I just say true or false? Or like
your number, too high, too low?
I'd say probably too high.
Okay, what do you think?
Too high. Honestly, like of an average man, are we talking about athletes here or an average man?
Average man.
I'd say 350. 350. 400.
Oh, okay. The average man should be able to leg press 650.
You know what I'm going to say? Like, leg press varies massively.
For sure.
So that one, let's just move on and get to a better lift.
That's a pretty good answer, actually. They say the average man should be able to leg press 650 pounds.
That's too light.
Okay, what do you think?
800 pounds. I don't know. The leg press is different because it's different angles. You don't know.
45-degree normal commercial gym leg press. You say 800?
Sure.
Okay. So the average man should be able to leg press 650.
I think that's fair.
Okay. Deadlift 260 kilos.
Average man?
Yeah.
That's lower.
Low, what do you think?
Average man, somewhere around 160, 180 kilos.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, right. 400-pound deadlift. Okay. Deadlift 573.
Way too high. If an average man can deadlift 315, that's a big deal.
Deadlift, they said 573.
For the average man, 573. That's quite a lot. I would bring that down for the average man.
What would you bring it down to?
I would bring it down to, I think the average man should be able to do 495.
I think that's pretty good. I've put out there that the average man could deadlift 600.
Sure.
But should?
I think like if someone's willing to put the work in, they can lift more, but should be able to pull, I think like that's the 500 mark.
Just like if someone breaks into your house and you can't fight them off, you gotta be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I was reasonably
I'm not primordial ooze. I've got to be able to look after my family.
Yes. Deadlift, they said 573.
Average person in the whole entire world?
Yeah, should be able to do, not could do.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Okay. Yeah. They said average man should be able to deadlift 573.
Like they're capable of getting to that.
Just as a man, this is what you should be able to do.
I think it's a bit high.
Okay. What would you put it at?
405.
Okay. Overhead press, push press, 85 kilos.
For an average man?
Yeah.
Maybe 60.
Maybe 60. Should be able, not could be able. Should be able to do 60.
Yeah.
Okay. Overhead press, push press, 187.
That's about right, maybe 165. I think a body weight overhead press is respectable. So like if an average man weighs 180, 190, I think right in there is probably good.
Yeah, okay, so we'll agree with that one.
Yeah.
Push press, they said 187.
Average man push press 187. I'd go with that. Something like that.
They said overhead press, push press 187.
Way too light.
Yeah, what do you think?
At least 225.
2 points, okay. For overhead press, they said 187 pounds.
Strict?
No one actually asked that.
It's
Let's
important.
say push is fine.
Push press, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Squat, 153 kilos.
90 kilos.
90 kilos. Wow. Squat, 337.
I think probably body weight and a half. So 250, 315.
3 plate?
I think if this is like a non-athletic guy, this is a guy that just goes to the office, comes home, tries to be healthy, maintain his fitness. I think somewhere around body weight for all these lifts is pretty good.
You think a body weight squat, like a 200-pound squat?
No, maybe body weight and a half. So maybe like 300.
In that area.
In that area. Yeah.
Squat, 337.
Getting high elevation on that sandstone.
337 is a very random number, but
what's the average?
Okay. I think 300 to 330 is a good
3-plate squat. Okay. Squat, 337.
Way too light.
What do you think?
400.
Okay. You're from Texas.
Oh, yeah. Hey, big numbers here.
Squat, 337 pounds?
I'd say more like 300.
Yeah. Okay. And lastly, bench, 102 kilos.
600-pound pull-ups. Yeah, I just like swing it.
70 kilos.
Wow. Do you think these numbers have dropped as Father Time has caught up with you? You give more credence to what the average man should be able to do.
I just believe, if you're talking about an average man, hasn't walked into a gym, doesn't really know how to lift.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I think, the general they can start with.
But they should be able to do on day one. Okay. Lastly, bench, 223.
I think I read a statistic somewhere that only like 0.1% of the world can bench over 200 pounds.
But it's not could, it should. Should the average man be able to bench 225, in your opinion?
I think body weight again. Like if you can do a full body weight push-up and then bench your full body weight, you're good.
Okay, so you're talking about 200 pounds.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's talk about Texas Boys YouTube channel. Down in the description. You're one half. We interviewed Austin.
Nice.
What do you think he said about all those numbers for the men?
He wants to crank them all the way to the moon.
Yeah, and do you think that's because he's stronger than you?
Interview's over, guys. He likes to think he's stronger than me, but basically, if you look at the leverages, right? If you do the math, he's not actually stronger than me because his femurs are so much shorter. And he has so much less range of motion that the power output is actually much less than my power output. So get that straight. First of all. Amazing.
Okay, and lastly, bench press. They said 223, a two-plate bench.
Yeah, I think two-plate bench, I'll go with that.
Last one, they said they should be able to bench press 223.
Why, are we doing kilos here? What is this? Why do I do
223
we need 225. Way too light. The new standard's 315. We all know that.
315. All right. Due to inflation.
Yes, of course.
Inflation's out of control. And bench press, they said 223.
Yeah, you gotta have a two-plate bench.
Two-plate bench.
You have to have two-plate bench.
Things are wrapping up here. We've got the athletes' opinions, we've got the experts' opinions, and the legends of strength. So let's talk about the final numbers. Legends of strength think men should be able to leg press 600, should be able to deadlift 475, overhead press 175, squat 300, bench press 240. For women, the average that the experienced athletes got was a 335-pound leg press, a deadlift of 230 pounds, overhead press of 105, a squat of 210, and a bench press of 95. Now, I'm going to give you my 2 cents. Remember, the question is should, not could. What should the average man and the average woman be able to do? Now, I come at this from the perspective of to live a long, healthy life and be strong enough that you won't really have this as a problem moving forward. Young, healthy individuals is another thing I would like to point out. Men should be able to leg press 4 plates per side on a commercial machine. This is less than anyone else has said on average. Men should be able to deadlift somewhere in around 315. That's pretty good. 475 is what the guy said. I have said average man can deadlift 600 pounds if you work hard and try for a long time, but I think 315 is sufficient. For overhead push press, the guy said 185 or 175, sorry. I think that's way too high. I think if the average man could push press a plate on a bar on either side and put that overhead, that's more than enough to be healthy long term. Squat 300 pounds, again, I think a 225 squat for the average man is totally fine. And for bench press, the average of 240 that the guy said, to me, I think if the average man can bench a plate and a half, you're probably strong enough to be healthy for a long time. Shifting over to the women, leg press, the boy said 335. I believe if a woman can leg press a plate and a 25 on each side, that's pretty good. That works out to 90 plus 50, 140, somewhere in around the 140 plus sled mark, which would be slightly less, about 300 pounds. In terms of deadlifts, they said women at 230. I think this is way too high. I would say 185 for a woman deadlifting is totally fine. For overhead press, 105. Again, a lot of women can't bench press, say, the bar in of 25. A lot of women can't bench press 95. To think overhead more than that, I'm going to say you should be able to do at least the bar and 10s. We're going to say 65 pounds push press overhead. For squats, 210. I know women who went to the gym for 10 years still can't squat 210. I would say if a woman can squat 135 on the bar, that is pretty good for your long-term health. And for bench press, 95 pounds. I think 65 to 75 pounds is sufficient. Now, these are minimums in my opinion. How strong should you be? And of course, all these athletes have showed you that the world is your oyster past that. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you very much for watching. As per usual, lift heavy, be kind, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, and hopefully this has proved to you you're strong enough or inspired you that maybe you need to get out there and lift a little bit more. Thank you guys for watching. As per usual, lift heavy and be kind.